Hello everyone. So for today I thought we could use up some of these papers that we have sitting here. They're 6x6 papers and I've been kind of just like hoarding these. I get 6x6s and I hoard them. So I thought, why not use some? Have a bit of a play with them. So I'm just going to take a couple out of each one where there could easily be ideas with some of these. Again, I'm not too sure. Some of them I have no ideas. So might as well look at them, see if we can do something with them. Like these ones, I'm easily thinking ephemera. Let's see. We'll pick out a couple out of this one. I really like these polka dots. I don't know why, but I do. Let's do this one too. Alright, 3 out of that one. Again, we got these 2, 3. Alright, so we have a pile of pieces we can use from 3 different paper packs. This one's Fairy Dust from Dress My Craft. This is Vacay Vibes, the Paper Studio. And this is a Prima, which is Magic Love paper pad. Again, good idea to use what we have on hand for whatever we want to. Now this, I always think tag for these. I don't know why, but these 2 I just think would be cute as a tag, as tags. So there we go. I think this would be cute to trim it up, these 2, and make them into our Donnelly flips. Let's face this correctly. So I'm just going to line these up here at 4.5 each. And we'll make these smaller parts into tags, because why not? We can never have enough tags, right? Alright. So this is where, if we line this up like this, I'm wondering if we line, nope, that wasn't correct. Okay. There we go. Line this up correctly. Should be easier to fold. And it definitely did not come out correctly. Alright. It's definitely going to look like this. Alright. Don't know why this is not coming out the way I want it to, but quick here. And I find doing this, finding a stack of pieces that we've already have that needs to be gone through. This is how I create a mass amount of journaling pieces that I can just fiddle with as I have time and not have to think about it too much. So there we go. We got this going as a pile. I find it's very nice to have tags that are different sizes. It works very, very well. Alright, these are all facing forward, so I'm going to try cutting these straight, and that will be a tag. This will be a tag. And this will be a tiny journal card. Again, this is how I do it. You don't have to do it the same way I am. I find making stuff out of the pieces we already have, I just like doing it that way. I don't like keeping my materials until I can't use them anymore. So these are cute little tiny journal cards, or I'm going to set them in a pile too. We can use them a part of our whatchamacallit. We can use them a part of our like our vocal points is what I'm talking about. Oh, couldn't think of it. So this would make a rather large 6, but it's less than 4.5, so works perfect for a journaling card. Okay, what shall we do with these? Ooh, I have an idea. So when you have small pieces like this that you're unsure about, but they're pretty and you don't really want to not use them, I find it wonderful to just take pieces like this we'll choose which way we want it for one. Fold it up like this. It's a great way to use our scraps papers. So I'm just using this until my scrap paper is out. Because again, this is a great way to use up. And that's my point of doing this, is to use what I have that may or may not, you know, it's been just sitting. And I don't like my stuff just sitting. So doing something maybe as simple as doing this creates dimension, but also uses what we have left. Now you can choose to sew across it, or you could staple. I mean, I just made a video the other day of making more complicated versions of this, but there we go. We got a little notepad type thing going. Very simple. And again, a great way to use up what we have. So that's what these are going to be used for. These small pieces. Now let's get back to this because we have quite a few more to do. And I'm gonna just cut this down the side here. And these two are gonna become tags. I mean, I could cut out every little thing and fussy cut it, but it's nice to have normal size tags too. So this one, I was thinking it would be nice to have more journaling cards. Again, we all have the moments where we say, okay, so I'm gonna cut this a certain way so I can have one tag and 2 journaling cards. So now we have 2 journaling cards and a tag. It's amazing how much we can do with just a little bit of papers. Now this one I'm going to more than likely make into corner pieces just because I think this would be rather pretty as corners. Tucks like that one set that we looked at. So we're gonna grab hold of this and again, it's my goal right now to just use up as much as I can. Let's cut these out and prep these for something else. But again, this is what I go through to figure out what I want and how I want to do things instead of letting everything stay on my desk. I like using stuff up. There we go. And I'm thinking this set would look beautiful in my one journal I'm working on, which is a fairy journal. I think this is gonna be utterly perfect for it. So there we go. Now we have tons of these pieces, which I'm just wondering, yeah, let's do that. So instead of keeping these pieces the way they are and everything like this, I'm going to glue them onto each other. So I am actually making frames, which can be used on, I don't know what else, but we can figure that out later on. But again, how easy was that? Just making cute little frames with the materials that we already have. Sorry, I'm bringing it closer to me so it's easier to glue. And voila, we got ourselves a lovely frame. Again, they're easy frames, makes life just a little bit easier. Okay, I'm going to, again, cut this off. Now I need to decide if I want it to be cut off this way, or do I want it cut off up and down? I kind of like it this way better, so I'm going to do this. And yes, I'm kind of like freestyling it here, because I think she just looked great as a journaling card. But then I kind of want this to be a journaling card too, so this can turn into a tag, and this part can turn into a little journaling card or tag. So I mean, again, I just like to use up what we've already brought out. Now, a bunch of this stuff is just going to go into piles. Like these, I think this one at least is going to go into the journal with these two, so I'm going to leave this one out, and this one is going to go into my ephemera area because it's, yeah. So these are going to go, again, into a particular journal, but this one I was thinking, if I can lay a little bit of vellum across it and just glue it onto the vellum. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to do that. So, we're going to stick this across here. Again, this is a great way to use what's on hand that we've been working with lately. Instead of buying something new, you want to use what you currently have. If you don't have vellum, but you have the ability to make what I just made with the pieces here, you could use lace. You could use, well, obviously vellum, but also acetate. I mean, there's tons of different ways of using this. And that's part of the reason why I like making stuff like this, is because it's a very, you know, all you have to do is think outside the box. Now this makes a perfect cute little pocket, and we could also, in additional to this, where is my, oh, okay, I found it. It wants to hide way back there. there we go. Cute little pocket. Done. 4 on a page. So, I mean, again, your ideas can be endless if you want it to be. These all obviously need to be decorated, but other than that, yeah. So now we have our pile here. They're not really done, so let's see here. We're going to go through the listing, basically, of these pieces and decide if it needs to be a tag or a journaling card. So, I mean, that's how easy it is. And then I'm just going to plop it in my unfinished bin to be made in a group setting, basically. So again, this is how I do it. I just go through, decide what's what. That I want to stick in that one piece. These, I kind of just want to clip the ends, so that's all I'm going to do to make these tags. I may decide I don't want anything more done with these tags. I don't know yet. I may decide when I go to use them that I don't like them being tags. I decided I want them to be focal points. I don't know. Again, that's the glory of you get to choose. You're the maker. So, I mean, I might not decorate these for a year because all I'm doing is sticking them in my unfinished box once I get done doing this, deciding what they're going to be. That's it. That's what I sometimes do. I don't necessarily, I'll paper clip them together and stick them in my unfinished box, and when I decide I want to go work with them, then I'll work with them. And, you know, you don't always have to finish these projects. You know, again, I just pulled out a few of them because I do want to start using them. And sometimes just finding that beginning helps find an ending for it. If I decide after I start making these that all of a sudden I don't want them to be exactly how I have them, it isn't that hard to change them. Again, it just creates that foundation sometimes that you need in order to use stuff up. And I love making foundations for that because then again, I'm more susceptible to using this stuff when it's in my unfinished area instead of as the raw item. If it's a raw item, the chances are I'm gonna just keep it in its raw item pile and never use it. So there we go. We got a nice pile for us to have a play on a different day. And all I need to do is paper clip it together and voila. We'll, again, work on it a different day. I'm fine with that. Because at least it's one more step closer to being done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day or night. Bye.